Hello, and welcome back to the third hour of The Wicked Thimble, set in the Feast or Famine universe. Our four siblings, who get along so great and love each other so much, our siblings have found two out of the four things that they would like to use to make their perfect cloak, and now are making their way to the plains, where our sweet Sayoid believes that they will find a Grumpus. Yes?
Yes.
Great. So you make your way to the plains. They are wide open. There's a wonderful breeze. It's warm. It's honestly like beautiful outside. Where would you like to follow a path? Do you think that you need to move away from the path? What's your plan here?
I think that we're looking for in the tall grasses until it gets shorter, right, of the plains areas where you can kind of see that the grass has been laid down.
Sure.
Since there's some areas here where the grass seems like it's kind of bent over or broken, can I roll to track again?
Sure. Absolutely.
No. I didn't.
Okay.
Good.
So your first tracking roll went really well. You recalled a lot of information. You know exactly what you're looking for, but it's almost like you spent so much time in like weird dark areas of the forest that now that you're outside, like you're having some trouble. Not everywhere you look, it just looks like nothing, right? It's so barren that finding specific things is proving to be a little bit difficult. Would anybody else like to help? Is there any way that you think you can contribute to this search for the Grumpus?
I want to see if Hugo wants to see if he can just see a Grumpus in the field.
Sure. Yeah.
He just looks around.
See Grumpuses at play.
Yeah.
Grumpy.
Okay, you rolled a 9. So you So you hear a really strange high-pitched noise, and it tells you like in your heart, you know, that's the direction to go. Like there's something out here. There's something that's living. We know there are Grumpuses here somewhere. So you very confidently lead the group in the direction of this kind of like high-pitched tone that you're hearing. I
think it's this way.
Yeah. As you come up over a hill, you see 3 very odd-looking things. They have giant bulbous heads that are covered in hair. You can't really tell where features are at all. It's just kind of Cousin It style, right? It almost looks, if they're not moving, it just looks like a big mound of hair. But once they start to move, it's kind of earthworm style in a weird way. Like the head flops down and they kind of do this, right? It looks like they're maybe playing. It's kind of hard for you to tell, but you're hearing lots of what seems like laughter, what seems like speech. Like maybe you can communicate with them. How would you like to approach this?
Hugo turns to fuck. Her name's not on the screen anymore. Bedkini. Oh, there we go.
Briannica.
And
Yes.
he says, "You gonna talk to them?"
Oh, I wouldn't know what to say. I hear they're very polite and they talk in Cockney accents is what I hear. So when you talk to them, you have to speak their language. But also we have to be very polite because we aren't trying to kill them. We're trying to shave the cat. We have to give them a haircut. So I can't wait to hear what they sound like. I haven't heard them either. I'm very excited.
Are you sure they're Cockney?
That's what I heard. But from a very specific part of London town, which doesn't exist in our world, but I hear is a fabulous place.
I can speak Cockney. I'll do it.
You can speak Cockney? Okay, cool. Let's go do that.
Yeah.
As you guys, since you guys have like come up on top of this hill and you're just sort of like standing there talking, and one of these little grumpuses, you can see like the hair, like it's like as it talks to you. One of these little grumpuses goes,
Hello. What are you doing up there? Are you talking to us? You talking about us? Hello.
I've never been so proud.
do you respond to the one super sassy grumpus that has called you out?
Hugo clears his throat. All right, Governor, you do, fella, to have a little gander, see if we can get a bit of your hair.
You want a bit of my what?
Bit of your hair.
Bit of my hair?
Yeah.
What you want some of that for?
Well, a bit too, Bob. We're trying to make a cloak, ain't we?
Try to make a cloak on my hair?
Yeah. 2 bits on me, a mighty fine cloak, I'll tell you what.
No.
What?
It just like starts to scooch away.
Hugo turns back to the group. You said no.
That's not good. One of them has to let us have that hair. We have to. Hugo, you have to sweet talk it.
What do I
You know how
say?
to sweet. Tell it about Mama and how Mama used to date one, and maybe she'll get ideas, right?
Tell him Briannica's half grumpus. Look at that
I
beard.
don't have grumpus. You'll have grumpus.
And her big head.
You'll have grumpus.
She's half
Your
grumpus.
butt hair's half grumpus.
Hello. Would you all get moving, please? I don't like the way you're looking at me.
Hugo turns back round and he says, all right, Governor, my old lady used to do a bit one of you lot. Do you know him?
Excuse me, I'm a child. I don't think you should be talking to me that way.
Oh, where's your mum at, eh?
My mom, I don't want to tell you where my mum's at. What you want my mum for? You some kind of pervert?
Don't you fuck around with me, all right? Now you tell me. Well, your mum is real sharpish. All
I'm
right?
not going to tell you where my mum is. That's not your business, is it?
Don't you maybe get on a blower? I'll tell you you've been misbehaving. Now you tell me where she is right now.
You don't know
That's
my
right.
mum. You don't know
That's
my
right.
mum.
I'll
You don't
tell
know
her.
nothing about me.
I'll tell
You
her.
don't know nothing about me.
Where's your mum?
You just want my hair. You told me already. You just want my hair. You don't know my mum.
I do take more than your fucking hair. You keep this up now. Where's your fucking mum at, eh?
We're leaving. I'm leaving. I don't like you very much.
Can I magic missile the grumpus?
Sure.
At the
Yeah,
same
absolutely.
time, he's like doing this. I picture the grumpus like on the big head, just spinning in circles, being like, "You what, mate?" Just like
yeah.
just constantly spinning in a circle on its head.
That is definitely what's happening.
Hugo looks
Yeah.
back at the group and he says, this one's a stupid kid.
No, I'm actually just gonna magic missile it.
Yeah, magic missile it. Go for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So the same thing, the 2d6, or because that's I think it might just be damage, which would be 2d4, I believe.
I think you have to roll to see whether or not it hits. Like,
I'm not sure. Well, magic missile in D&D always hits, so I don't know if it's the same or not. I don't know.
I'm honestly not sure.
Oh no, there is. No, there is. Okay, I'm sorry. When you cast a spell, you do have to roll to see if it hits, and depending on what happens, like something good or bad will happen.
Right,
it's,
right. Okay.
So, but it's plus intelligence. So it's it's roll 2d6 plus the intelligence modifier.
Plus whatever your intelligence modifier is.
Oh wow! Yeah,
Oh!
sweet. I just wrecked him. Doesn't matter.
Nice.
Got
So
wrecked.
yeah, Hugo and this little grumpus kid are going at it, just like, and then you just fucking blow this kid up. Like you just suddenly, it feels like nobody even knows what happened except for Nox. Like everyone is shocked because it happened so quickly. Like this kid just, and it's almost like when you
Yes.
like if you were to I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a big field of dandelions just got hit by wind, right? Like there's just hair everywhere. And the other two Grumpus kids run away in absolute terror. And it looks hilarious, but it's rather sad.
Yeah, I was also aiming just for the body, just so the head would still be there so they could scalp it.
Sure, yeah. I mean, you rolled a 12, so yeah. I mean, if you were aiming just for the body and you want the head to still be there, in the most morbid way possible, then yes, exactly what happens.
Yeah, just the eyes just staring off into space as its last vision was just of arguing with this large burly man in a gold outfit.
Yeah. Those two Grumpus children will make it their mission for the rest of their lives to find you. But you said it like what you wanted to do. It happened.
That's okay. Nox always traps everything with poison, so she'll be fine.
Great. You super murdered that Grumpus. So there's a head. There's some hair everywhere. A lot of the hair is singed, but there's definitely enough for you guys to grab whatever you need.
I hope you appreciate that, fam.
Hugo hands Nox his giant scissors.
I want no part of this.
Who's gonna take care of the head?
You are.
Are we carrying the whole head?
Veronica
you want me to do it? Okay.
Mortified.
As soon as
Veronica is just like.
As soon as you mention that we need to take the whole head, Hugo just takes the scissors back and like tucks the head under his arm.
No, Hugo. Oh
and the head is still like this because it was like mouthing off at him. Still this. He just grabs the head.
We cannot kill everything.
I mean, I can scalp it for you if you really want, but I think it's funnier if you just carry the head around. Plus, it'll stay fresher.
What are we gonna do if someone finds us with a Grumpus head? A child.
You're not supposed to kill Grumpuses. You're not supposed to kill Grumpuses.
Well, you could have told us that before we went out to kill one of them.
You can't. So you can't kill a Grumpus. If you kill a Grumpus it's bad, you have to ask it politely to cut its head. Who knows what'll happen if you kill a Grumpus?
He was quite rude.
I mean, yeah, he was rude.
You wouldn't like what he said.
Mom is going to be so disappointed in you guys.
Mom would be more disappointed if we didn't get the cloak.
He's right.
What would Mom do?
Mom would not have killed the Grumpus.
I don't think you know Mom very well.
She would have nagged it to death. There's a difference.
She would have killed it.
No, she wouldn't kill a Grumpus.
Stop crying. Jeez.
Shode walks over to Bianca, and that's not your name, but that's what I'm going to call you.
It's okay.
And kind of
like the Grumpus.
With all of the elven muscle that she can muster, picks her up with her thick tree-like little
right in the hooter.
Hugs her and just is like, it's fine, don't look, and then starts to walk off backwards towards like the next destination where we need to go.
If she's gonna keep crying.
Yeah, almost the worst part of this whole thing is that the only piece of this puzzle that you guys have concocted for yourselves is the dragon scales, right? That's all that's left.
That's all that's left.
But you haven't established like where you need to go for this. You don't know where you need to go. So they've gone like into this situation where half of you are pretty okay with it and half of you are mortified and you don't really have a direction to go yet. You're still going to have to talk to each other to figure out the next place to go. So, yeah, if dragon scales are what you would like to go for next, if any of you would like to either, it would be very hard to track a dragon, but one of you might know something about dragons and where you can find them.
Do you have
You guys fought a dragon before.
He's fought a dragon before. Where did he find them?
There's like this super creepy, wiry mountain in the distance that's always got lightning on it.
Okay.
And it's very ominous. And he points at it. He says, I've seen dragon up there before.
Why does it like look like Mount Doom? Like, why can't we just go someplace that's nice with the dragon?
I think dragon only lives there.
Oh,
I'm gonna back him up on that. Dragons definitely do not like people. So I think this is the last thing. We have 3 out of 4.
Mhm.
We just need this last one, and then we can make the cloak and be done. So let's just hightail it up scary ass mountain.
why do I feel like we're not going to be done? Why do I feel like it's just going to get worse?
What if you all go up the mountain and I stay down here with all of the things we've taken? That sounds good.
That sounds like a
maybe-
terrible idea.
No. If you get hurt, Mom will kill me. You gotta come.
Well, I'll get hurt up there. There's a dragon.
I can't leave you alone. You gotta
Well,
come.
then you stay down here and the other 2 go.
Hugo picks you up and puts you on his shoulder. You're coming. And as you're hanging over his shoulder, you can look to the left and you see like the grumpus
His little
face
eyeballs.
on the head, and it's looking at you like this.
he's probably getting a little ripe too, so he just
Yeah.
that smell
There's like a
of
bit
just
of drool going down from his
warm-
mouth.
warm bacon.
All right, so you guys, for better or for worse, you make your way to this mountain. Does this mountain have a name?
Scary ass mountain.
Scary ass mountain. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. That's
Yeah.
definitely what Hugo calls it at the very
Damn.
least.
It's called Sam for short.
So yeah, you guys make your way to the scary ass mountain. You make pretty quick work of it because Hugo has been there before to defeat dragons. As you get closer, you see dragons and wyverns. You see all kinds of things sort of swarming this area. And you're realizing that maybe some of the gnarled shapes that you saw from a distance weren't really trees and things. They were actually just like different shaped dragon and wyvern-like creatures that just kind of hang out there. So yeah, you make it to the base of the mountain. Would you like to ascend?
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I would also like to ascend.
I don't have a choice, so I guess I'm along for the ride.
That is true. You do not get very far before you come across a wyvern. The wyvern is not sleeping, but he is just kind of like chilling. And as you round the corner to go up this mountain, he starts to ready something. He looks like he's about to spit something out.
Oh,
Would you
don't
guys
no
like-
one stand in front of that.
One of the ranger benefits is that if you come across a surprised enemy, you can do called shot and attack it while it's surprised. So I would like to do that. I would like to attack it before it gets ready with my bow and arrow.
Okay, so on the basis that like people aren't stupid enough to go up this mountain very often, and and this wyvern is like the fuck.
Right.
Sure. Yeah, go for it.
So then I get dex, which would be +2, right?
Your dex is +2. Yes.
No. Mm-mm.
Unfortunately, he had seen you long enough to not get hit by that, but it was a good try. You go to shoot it, and actually what winds up happening is you think that you're ready for this, right? You go to shoot him, and he spits out just, it's almost like he's breathing ice. He's breathed so much ice that it actually just completely destroys what you shot and creates just a sheet of ice along the path that you guys need to use in order to get further up. And it
Well,
just
that
sits there kind of
sucks.
smugly.
Nox,
Shouldn't
do you
have-
have any kind of fire or
Shouldn't have
No,
done it.
I
Shouldn't
don't
have
have
done
any
it.
fire. I don't have that.
Hugo yells, Why'd you do that?
The wyvern roars at you.
Do you want me to maybe make a giant carrot? You think you'd like that?
Why not?
Maybe a giant rabbit. He would eat the giant rabbit.
Can we cut the hair off of? Oh yes. This is how we're gonna get rid of this. Is how we're gonna distract it. We're gonna take the hair off the Grumpus and then throw the bloody Grumpus head to the dragon, so it gets distracted by the snack, and then also gets rid of the Grumpus head, so we don't have to explain it later.
Okay.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Hugo hands you the Grumpus head.
All right, I have a dagger, so I'll just start like sticking the dagger underneath the scalp, just like a melon, just like just taking it off.
Scalping
It's like
Yeah, the wyvern just watches you.
Briannica,
he's not gonna attack you again.
pukes everywhere, just all over the place, nonstop. It's not like a dainty like. Bleh, it's like bleh, everywhere.
The wyvern is almost like a cat. It's sort of just like, what are you guys doing? Like it's more interested in you than anything.
So when Nox gets done skinning it, I kind of like you would with like a basketball, kind of take the head and like throw it to Hugo and be like, "You've got the arm in the family. How about you throw it to the wyvern and you distract it? You can throw it farther than any of us."
Okay, sure. I wind up to throw the Grumpus head at the wyvern.
Make a roll.
You should stick your fingers in the eyes so you can hold it.
Yeah.
Make a roll and add your strength modifier.
Poor baby Grumpy.
All right. You nail it, man. There's some things you're bad at, but like this is something you are so good at. You need me to throw a thing on it. So you chuck it, and you chuck it right in front of the wyvern's face. If this was an anime, it would like be at full speed, and then there would be a slowdown as it's going right in front of the wyvern, and he's like, oh, so excited. He goes for it. Absolutely. He is distracted. He chomps on that thing.
Let's go.
Now we just have to get the scales.
There's
Briannica
still ice
passes
there.
out. Briannica passes, just like
Oh no!
down. Briannica passes out.
Hugo wants to pick up Briannica and like slide her down the ice like a curler.
It's up. You're ascending a mountain.
Yeah, he's gonna throw her up on the ice.
Okay.
Just
How
like underhanded.
Yeah, just underhand her like up the
Briannica
ice.
is limp, just totally limp. She's just gone from this world.
Make another strength roll. Whatever. If that's what you want to do, do it.
Okay, 6.
Okay, you got a 6. So you've picked up Briannica before, but not when she's been dead weight. That's a whole different animal, right? So you go to pick her up and you're like, ooh. And you try to sort of like slide her along the ice, and she makes it maybe like halfway up and then just rounds back and slides back down
again.
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't work.
As Briannica is like coming back down, I take out my short sword of my kind of hilt in the back and just start trying to like use that as like climbing gear, like sticking in
to like pick.
Pick my way up towards the dragon, because all we need are just a few scales, and then we can hightail it out, right? We can use this ice slide to slide back down the mountain and get like out. So I volunteer to take this and like climb up, and while it's distracted, cat-like playing with this Grumpus head, just try to like rip off some scales and then slide back down the ice path, and then head back.
Cool.
Hugo points at the wyvern. He's like, "You don't want that. You want dragon."
It's close enough. It's close enough.
No, we need the best.
Yeah, we can't really skimp on
Dragon's at
quality.
the top, much bigger.
Yeah,
So-
we need to go to the top.
This wyvern, do you think we can just like sneak around it while it's distracted?
He's fine. Let's go.
Yeah, he's got the head. Like, it's fine. There's a lot of brains in there for it to eat.
What do we do with Brionica? Do we just leave her here?
No, I just put her on Hugo's shoulders. She'll be fine.
I got her.
Let's just
Okay.
climb up. He's strong enough to climb up, and I don't know, I can just like shimmy my way up or something.
All right. Let's
Hugo
attack.
Hugo picks up Brionica and puts her on his back, and then he like gets her beard and like fashions it like a rucksack. So all you see like from behind is like Brionica's booty.
Amazing.
And she's like limp. She's
Oh
like
my God.
it's like a rucksack
Back
dwarf.
is, like, so
Yeah.
gross
Love it.
and awesome.
Yeah. And then he starts to climb.
Hugo, what's your plan for dealing with the ice? Are you trying to just stomp through the ice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hugo's
scissors.
chunky fingers are like ice picks.
You can use your scissors.
Could use the scissors too.
Mhm.
Either or.
It depends on which stat you would want to use. Stomping would be more of a strength thing.
Yeah, he stops.
Okay. Well, let's have Seoid. How do you pronounce it?
Showed.
Showed? All right. Let's have Showed make her roll first. You're going to roll with dexterity.
Which is still 2. So 2d6 plus the 2 modifier.
Yep.
Yeah.
9.
All right, cool. Yeah, you make your way up there. It takes a little bit longer than you were hoping. You were hoping to do this really fast and look super cool. But it takes a little bit longer, and depending on how Hugo rolls, he might make it there before you, despite going about it a much more brutish way. So, Hugo, if you could also roll a 2d6 plus your strength modifier, which will be 2. Cool. Yeah, you make it up there easy peasy. Which just leaves Nox. Nox, how are you getting past this ice while this wyvern is distracted?
I'm gonna summon an unseen servant from my cantrips and have
Okay.
it assist me in pushing me up the ice while I use a dagger to like stick in the ice like that.
Great. What does your servant look like?
He's unseen.
Yeah, I think he's unseen. But if you could see him, he would just be, probably just like a sad, emo looking like air elemental with like one cloud
Great.
over one eye.
Yeah, I like
And
it.
it's always raining on his head.
Yeah.
He just sighs you up to the top, like,
Yeah.
"Ah."
He's really depressed. He's like, I hate this.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Make a roll with intelligence.
Okay. Boop. Oh, sweet. Plus intelligence. Plus
Okay.
four, so, yeah.
So the both of you get up there a little bit faster than poor Shode, who was trying to go about this in a really smart way. The four of you get to the other side. The wyvern is basically done with this poor little grumpus head. So if you would like to go about this in a quick way, you could probably get past him and keep moving your way on up to get to where the dragons are.
Mm.
Yeah,
Okay.
move quick.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right then, Briannica wakes up and sees the beast ripping out the last of the Grumpus's brains and lets out the loudest, shrillest cry before she passes out again. It echoes through the mountains. Everyone can hear it.
Okay. Okay, great. I'm not even going to make you roll for that since you've decided that's what's happening. A lot of dragon and wyvern heads suddenly pop around the corner from all angles. They are looking right at you. The wyvern that was playing with the head, it turns around and almost looks kind of confused, like, but you guys were down there. When did you get here? Yeah, you have the attention of many a dragon and many a wyvern. And Hugo would know this, but they are not Oddly enough, despite popular belief, they're not super smart. They are not capable of speech. They're not something you can reason with. And Hugo is very aware of this.
Looks like we're just gonna have to leave her to get eaten. Just drop her. Just right there.
Damn.
Yeah,
what do you
can't
do?
leave her. Mamas get so mad.
It's already mad.
We gotta
Maybe
go.
we can make a cloak out of her.
If we reach the dragon,
Well, she won't be.
they'll be too scared to come. We
Oh,
gotta run.
okay, well, I just take off running. Just
Yeah.
like in my robes, like ah! It's like
Are you running up or down?
We're running
just
up
like
because if we
running
reach the
up.
dragon, the wyverns will get scared off by the dragon.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's say, all right, Nox, just roll a 2d6
oh
because
great.
you're the one who ran first.
I did run first.
Oh.
This 11? Is that it? Oh,
Ooh,
7.
Oh,
Got
7.
it.
That's still
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
Is it plus
yeah,
anything
that's
or is it
no. It's just gonna be a
just
basic
general?
roll.
Okay.
So, yeah, you get a 7. You succeed. You lead the team into the right area. You find kind of like a little crevice almost in the mountain that is too small for a dragon. Like, you know that there are no dragons or wyverns like in this area. So, you guys are able to sort of run up the mountain and hide in there for a second, sort of catch your breath and figure out what you would like to do. But they are still very much aware that you are there.
Right. Well, first I would like to slap Briannica. Like, wake up, stupid!
Mhm.
Veronica snorts awake and falls sort of off of, like, rolls off of oh my god, Hugo. And but
she's
because
still
Hugo is because she's strapped in, she rolls off and then sort of hits his side and hangs down like a purse. And she's like, what happened?
Everything's alive and everything's going great. In fact, that whole Grumpus thing didn't even happen. You just ate a weird mushroom.
Oh, thank God. I thought you guys killed a poor defenseless Grumpus.
I like make eyes at Hugo to like shove the scalp, like, or someone to like shove it back into their outfit.
I knew you guys weren't terrible. It was just a horrible dream. Thank
That's
you
right.
so much.
That's right.
Hugo like finishes getting his arm out of your beard, and you just like drop on the ground with a thud.
And then flowing locks of hair sort of come down.
Just form a
with me.
beard kini.
Yeah. Automatically
Yeah,
wraps
just
around me.
falls and just.
Yeah.
It's hot. I've never seen hair act that way before.
Perfect.
Great. So you've caught your breath. You have a second. I would say that you're not even like halfway up the mountain, but you're progressing. It also looks like this little like crevice area that you've walked into might go deeper. So there's that as well. You can either go back outside or you can go deeper into the tunnel.
Hugo, you know about dragons, right?
Hugo doesn't remember this tunnel. Hugo fought the dragon on the atop the summit of the mountain. 1v1. He doesn't know what this tunnel is.
If dwarves know one thing, it's tunnels. I feel like there's got to be something in here worth looking at, or else there wouldn't be a tunnel, right?
We'll follow you, okay?
That seems reasonable. Hi, everyone. Follow me. And Renica just walks into the darkness because dwarves can see in the darkness. Y'all on your own.
We have Nox. She's got light.
Yeah, as you like throw yourself down there, going like, I can see, blah blah blah. I just like light it all up, and you can see now. Everyone can see.
Hugo gasps, and he's like, "Me too."
Oh my god.
Cool. So as you make your way down through this tunnel, you start to hear what sounds like singing. Sounds like maybe some singing, and there's a soft, like, sort of purpley hue that's a little bit deeper in. It starts off very dark and starts to get lighter and lighter. Do you want to keep going down?
Briannica recognizes the song as one of her favorites, and so she immediately runs faster to see who is singing it. And in the process of running, she sings the harmony of the song. She is singing along, ready to whoever this is. They have phenomenal taste, and so she is going in like wrecking ball status. Like, I'm going to sing with these people because oh my god, they're fabulous. Yes.
So yeah, as you like burst in to fortuitously put the perfect harmony on this song, there's a large human woman who has sort of like created a strange cocoon for herself in here. She has this sort of like magical light that's creating this sort of purpley hue. There are pieces of what look like, if you really wanted to speculate, the more morbid of you would probably say, oh, these were definitely pieces of armor, pieces of cloaks, pieces of whatever that people who have died here have left behind, and she's turned it into sort of a decorative thing for her. And she turns around, sort of startled. She goes, "Oh la la, bonjour."
You're so beautiful, and your voice, ooh, I love it.
Oh, merci. Would you like to come in? I am not used to having guests. And she tries to make it look nicer, but it looks super creepy in here. Like it is not. There's not a good vibe going on in here.
Briannica does not
also
notice.
Smells really bad.
Briannica does not notice the smell or the vibe and frolics down into the area, just stomp frolicking and just completely overwhelmed by how amazing a singer this woman is.
Oh, bonjour. As you're all walking in, and she sort of gestures.
Hugo barely gets in the doorway, and he's like, "Oh, she's French,"
Oh no.
and then goes in.
She gestures to a pot. She goes, I was making myself something to eat. If you would like to have some.
Oh, I'm good.
It's suspect. The food is very suspect looking.
I'm keto. I can't really, but thank you so much.
Oh my goodness. It has been so long since I have seen other people. What are your names? Tell me everything.
Briannica like sits down, just like, my name's Briannica, and that's Hugo. He's Hugh Slow, and that's Nooks.
And as Briannica's talking, I like kind of like put my hand over her mouth and just look at the lady and then just say, like, we're the prom knights. That's what we are.
Briannica is just like, and doesn't stop talking.
Oh, I do not know who that is. I am from the Food Guild, and I was here trying to find a. She looks at her food again, and it seems like she suddenly needs to change the subject. And she says, "Yes, I have. Well, I have been here for a very long time. What are you here for?"
We gotta get dragon scales.
Oh, you are trying to kill a dragon, or trying to just take the scales?
Just the scales.
Oh,
I tried to kill a dragon before. Didn't work out.
Oh, you must be very strong. I have also tried to kill a dragon, but she looks at her food again and well, I'm so sorry. It is strange to have people here.
Are you
Can I?
are you all alone here?
Oh, yes, I have been alone for quite a while. She looks at a wall that has like kind of weird tick marks all over it. And she says, I don't really know how long, but I feel like I am doing good, and one day I will return to my guild with success. It's just it takes time.
Do I get any like arcane sense that if this lady is a dragon?
You don't feel anything, but there's just all of you feel like there's something off. There's something like weird here, and whether it's just that
Briannica,
she's
Briannica
has no idea.
Briannica, much like the Pixie Man, Briannica is infatuated, but this isn't with like her outfit. Briannica is infatuated with her, and she is like, oh. I'm going to say a little turned on, a little aroused by her. A little bit.
Okay. Yeah, so she's definitely, it's obvious she hasn't talked to people in a really long time, right? She's very nervous and awkward and like insecure and also not quite sure what about her she should be insecure about, right? Like it's just been a very, very long time. And yeah, she tries to kind of like feel out what's going on with you guys. So do you need I do not know. I don't know if I can help you, but I would like to if I can.
No. How can we help you? And she like leans in.
Oh no. I am just fine. I have only been here for a while. I have only been here for a bit. So
Why don't you just leave?
Oh, I cannot. I cannot leave. I will die.
Why?
There are very big. Well, I'm sure you have seen. There are very big creatures out there. I do not know the word. Very big.
Wyvern?
Yes. Wyverns. Yes. They.
You mean wyvern?
Yes.
What if we help you get out of here if you help us?
Yes, I would love to help you, but I do not know. I will do my best. If you can get me out of here, I will do my best. Yes.
All right, let's do it. How did you get here? What do you have do you have any weapons or powers or are you
I came here with a group.
Oh, okay. Why were they bring you up here?
I came here with a group. They are not here anymore.
I think she ate them.
Well,
I think that's them in the pot. I think she's eating them.
If she ate them, that's whatever. I don't judge. You got to do what you got to do. I just want to know why you're up here to begin with. Like, do you have any weapons we can use? Are you magical? Are you just like a damsel in distress? Like, what's your story?
Don't be so rude.
I was coming here with a group of warriors. They wanted to obtain the meat of a very specific dragon. And unfortunately, the dragon won, and I am no warrior myself. I know information. I do not know how to kill a dragon. This is why I say I do not know how to help. But I would appreciate your help, and I will do everything I can to make it easier for you.
Do you know where the dragon is?
Yes. Yes, I know how to find the dragon. I know what the dragons like. I know a lot about them. I just cannot defeat them.
Nox is gonna
understand.
try the food.
Nox is gonna try the
bucket-
food.
Yeah, and just be like, oh, it kind of tastes a little bit like, you know.
It's a soup. It tastes very earthy. It's obvious she's just been using like whatever plants she can find, but there's also there's meat in there.
That's not bad. I've had better though.
Oh, you really should. Well, I mean, it's if you would like to. Yes. Shall we? I can guide you.
Let's get out of here, please.
Yeah.
And I'll bring the bucket of food with me to like distract the dragons too. Wyverns.
Great. So yeah, she's able to guide you pretty easily up the mountain to where you need to be. Why she's been so scared to go down the mountain versus up the mountain, not really sure. But she definitely knows her stuff, and maybe just being with you guys, she feels kind of empowered, like she's not going to get eaten, right? You make your way up and you start to see very, very different types of structures. It's colder. It's much, much colder. And it seems to happen really, really quickly. And you reach sort of an area that looks like they're just like holes everywhere, like all over the top of this mountain. There are gigantic holes all over the place, and they seem to be right up on top of each other. It's really difficult to discern like whether they're all individual tunnels or if it's just kind of the texture of the outside of it. She gestures and she says, "This is where a magnetold, the papa dragon, he stays here."
How can we distract it or put it to sleep? Like, what if we wanted to kill the dragon? What would be the easiest way to do it?
Oh, to kill him. Yes, you would need to rob him of his senses somehow. But if you wish to just take scales, yes, you would. He would just need to be distracted. To him, we are like bugs. We are like nothing. So it depends on what you need. How many scales are we? Do you need many or just one? They are big.
We just need 3, I think. Just 3.
3?
Mm-hmm.
That's
One for each shoulder, and then one for the pixie cape. I promise
think you can.
Pixie man a cape. I'm doing it.
I think you can get that with one.
Or how big are they though? Hugo?
They're big.
She's guided you from talking with Hugo. She has guided you to where the biggest dragon is. And so you know that these scales are pretty huge. Whether or not you'll be able to sort of like shape them or cut them, like use one scale for multiple things, you would have to sort of figure that out later. But you have a lot at your disposal. Your mother has lots of machines, lots of weird shit, so you could probably figure out how to make one scale work. They are huge.
Okay, so just one. We just need one. That's so easy. It's just one scale. Just one.
Oui. So easy, very easy.
Who
wants
French
to lady, we're gonna need to put you out in the middle here, French lady. Don't worry, you'll be fine.
Don't worry, I'll hold your hand and we'll go stand together.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Well, wait a second. Hold on. Before we put any more unnecessary lives at risk here, would the dragon be distracted by a peacock maybe?
Oh, that is very colorful. Yes, he would, because dragons, they perceive so many colors, you know. So, yes, it would probably distract him quite nicely.
So we can just take the peacock and throw it in front of the dragon.
I mean, it's your peacock.
No, listen. This peacock is very stubborn. I have no fear that it would just taunt the dragon long enough for us to get the scale, and then we could run and then hit the ice and slide. I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be fine.
Sounds good.
Brianna, are you on board with this plan?
It sounds fine. I just don't want anything to happen to our new friend. And she like gives her googly eyes.
See,
very sweet.
we'll protect her, and we can all kind of hide to the side of the dragon where it won't see us, and we'll take the peacock and we'll throw the peacock, and then we'll wait for it to get distracted. We'll rip a scale, and then we'll run, and peacock will find its way home. Yes, it's great. It's foolproof.
I don't think this will work.
Hugo, what is your plan?
I'll distract the dragon.
What?
I will distract the dragon.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you look at Hugo's chest, he's got a lot of tattoos. You realize that there's a tattoo of him fighting a giant dragon on his chest. And you realize that Hugo.
So he wants to try and taunt the dragon with this tattoo.
Hugo's been here before. And Hugo and this dragon have like a rivalry. And they've had many battles, but there's never been a victor.
I see.
But you know how this worked out last time.
Last time the dragon smacked him from the mountain and he landed in a tree.
That's not what happened at all. You came home covered in bruises and bloodied, and Mom cried for like a week at her precious baby boy.
Now it is my turn to get him.
Okay.
Pops
All right.
his chest out.
Hugo, you wanna distract this dragon?
Yeah.
All right, cool. You've been here before, so you probably have you realize that all of these holes that you're seeing, they all lead to the exact same place. They're all like weird little peepholes for this dragon. He just kind of sits in there. And there's a giant skylight almost that's right at the peak of the mountain, and that's how he flies in and out. So Hugo, you want to just like walk in and sort of declare yourself?
Yeah. Hugo,
okay.
He like lifts his giant scissors off his back and holds them out. And he says, "Dragon, I have returned." And he yells into the darkness.
Excellent.
Can the peacock also be there, like going like? Whoop, 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 whoop?
Yeah, the peacock just shows up next to him.
The peacock's got like attitude too. He's like puffing. She's like puffing.
Yeah,
his chest out.
he's just like.
Absolutely. So
Hugo looks at the peacock dead serious, and he's like, "Be ready."
Yeah, on this beautiful picture of Hugo, scissors out, tats glistening on his chest, with this peacock next to him, looking ready to brawl. And you just see two red eyes in the darkness open. And that's where we'll go to our next break. So we'll see you guys in just a moment. Go do whatever you got to do, and then come back for the final hour of the Wicked Thimble.